makes up our environment. The mountains and valleys, rivers and seas, the climate, the rains brought by the monsoons, the warm, humid weather that we frequently experience, the natural resources that we made use of, and every plant and animal that live around us. Truly, the environment is made up of lots of things. All these things that we find in our surroundings and all the natural phenomena that we observe are not due to some random luck or accident. What makes up our environment is very much related to where our country is located on the globe. Or, to say it in different way, the characteristics of our environment are determined by the location of the Philippines on the planet. Now, the question is, how do you locate the Philippines on the globe? Would you like to know how? Join me and let's explore the globe together. I am Jacqueline M. Paulino, your teacher and your guide in today's session. After going through this lesson, you should be able to demonstrate how places on Earth may be located using coordinate system. Specifically, you are expected to, number 1, discuss the different reference lines used to locate places on Earth. Number 2, locate specific places of the Philippines using the coordinate system. And number 3, recognize the relationship between latitude and climate of a certain place. This lesson was designed to give you, beloved learners, fun and meaningful opportunity for guided and independent learning. So, do your best in answering all the questions and in doing all the activities. Prepare your papers, ballpen, ruler, and your Science Quarter 4 Module 1. Then choose a comfortable place. To find out your background knowledge about this topic, answer the following questions. Direction. Read the following questions carefully. Choose and write the letter of the best answer on a separate sheet of paper. You are given 5 seconds to answer each questions. Ready? Number 1. What do you call the horizontal lines found on the globe? A. Equator. B. Latitude. C. Longitude. D. Prime meridian. Number 2. What do you call to that great circle that is halfway between the northern and southern hemisphere? A. Equator. B. Latitude. C. Longitude. D. Prime meridian. Number 3. Which of the following is the latitude of the equator? A. 0 degrees. B. 90 degrees north. C. 90 degrees south. D. 90 degrees. Number 4. Which of the following is considered as the greatest possible latitude found in the globe? A. 90 degrees north and 90 degrees south. B. 90 degrees east and 90 degrees west. C. 180 degrees north and 180 degrees south. D. 180 degrees east and 180 degrees west. Number 5. What is the climate experienced by countries that are located within or near the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn? A. Desert. B. Polar. C. Temperate. D. Tropical. Time is up. Now, hold your paper and let us check our answers. My dear learners, the assessment is not yet over. Continue to answer questions 6 to 15 found on pages 2 to 4 of your module. Please take your time in answering those questions. Then after that, compare your answers to the answer keys found at the back of the module. You may pause this video to give you time to answer, then play it again after you finish. Good luck! Now that you finished your pre-assessment, let us now discuss Lesson 1, that is on latitude. The Earth has many interesting and wonderful places that you can visit. From the deep blue oceans to the vast and green fields and forests, you can actually get lost while wandering these amazing places. What would you do if you get lost? Will you take directions? That can be done indeed. However, if there comes a time that you have no one to ask, what will you rely on? A map would be a must-have. It is a handy tool to aid you in going to different places you haven't been. Now, let's find out the common features of the globe or the map. Study the image on the board that describes the latitude lines in the globe to answer the questions below. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Questions to ponder. Number 1. How will you define equator in your own words? Number 2. What are the two poles of the globe? Number 3. Differentiate northern and southern hemisphere in your own words. Number 4. Are these lines of latitude imaginary or not? Number 5. Are the lines of latitude parallel to the equator and to each other or not? Number 6. Does it form circles at the poles? Number 7. Does the lines of latitude meet or not? Number 8. In general, describe the lines of latitude. You can answer those questions later, after we finish discussing some points under what is it. Another common feature of the map and the globe is the presence of horizontal and vertical lines to form a Cartesian plane. These imaginary lines form a grid collectively known as geographic coordinate system. The Earth's grid or coordinate system can be described and determined by means of the position or location of any place on the Earth's surface. Latitude then is the measurement on the globe or map of a place north or south of the equator. It is measured in degrees, minutes, and seconds. The greatest possible latitude are 90 degrees north and 90 degrees south. To identify different latitudinal positions on maps or globes, Equidistant circles are plotted and drawn parallel to the equator and each other. The equator is also called the great circle around the Earth that is equidistant from the geographic poles. It divides the Earth halfway into the northern and southern hemispheres at 0 degrees latitude and forms the imaginary reference line. The starting point for latitude is the equator at latitude 0 degrees. These lines of latitude are also known as parallels of latitude because they are lines parallel to the equator and to each other. There are 5 lines of latitudes that have spatial names. First is the equator, which is at 0 degrees latitude. Next is the Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degrees north, and the Tropic of Capricorn, which is 23.5 degrees south. The part of the world between those two parallel lines is called the tropics. Countries, including the Philippines, that are located in this zone experience a tropical climate where the annual average temperature is above 18 degrees centigrade. That is not so cold and not so warm. Now, let's find the Arctic and Antarctic Circle. The Arctic Circle is at 66.5 degrees north, while the Antarctic Circle is at 66.5 degrees south. Between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle is the northern temperate zone, and between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle is the southern temperate zone. Countries in these zones go through seasons, namely winter, spring, summer, autumn. The areas within the Arctic and Antarctic Circle are called polar regions or frigid zones. People who chose to live in these areas have to deal with temperatures that never go above 10 degrees centigrade. It is cold all year round, and even during the summer months, it does not feel like summer at all. To sum it up, the closer the latitude is to the equator, the warmer the climate. The closer it is to the poles, the colder. Thus, it is clear that there is a relationship between the latitude of a place and the climate it experiences. Now, let's try to have an activity on identifying latitudes. The direction is, study the diagram. Identify the latitude in degrees and indicate the position of the numbered points on the globe. Complete the table below and write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. We are going to locate point 1 on the map. Then use a ruler to find what latitude is the point aligned to. So, it is aligned to 60 degrees north. Let's write our answer on the table. Next, let's locate point 6. For point 6, it does not show its lines of latitude, but we can estimate point 6 is in between 0 and 15 degrees. So, we can estimate it to be 7 degrees north. Point 9 is located at 45 degrees south. Now, it's your turn. Continue locating the latitudes of other points. Then fill up the table completely. Do not forget to answer the questions to ponder. The globe does not show all lines of latitude. As a summary to our topic on latitude, open your module on page 10. Let's read the given paragraph carefully and identify the correct word in the boxes that fit in each sentence. Let's read. Currently, Earth is composed of 7 continents surrounded by different bodies of water. Locating a specific place would not be possible if not for Earth's model such as maps and globes. A blank is a two-dimensional drawing which can be used on flat surfaces and is easily carried. What do you think is the word in the box that fits in the sentence? Yes, it is map. Let's continue. On the other hand, a blank is a three-dimensional representation of the spherical shape of the Earth. Answer. Very good. It is globe. A unique feature of the globe is Earth's tilt with respect to its north and south poles. It also represents Earth's position relative to the Sun. Through time, both models have undergone modifications to represent the Earth better. A common feature of maps and globes is the presence of blank horizontal and vertical lines to form a Cartesian plane. What word in the box fits the sentence? Yes, it is intersecting. Continue. These imaginary lines form a grid collectively known as the geographic coordinate system. The geographic coordinate system does not exist, but it was drawn as a numerical reference which determines the location of different places on Earth. Locating places on a map or globe uses these lines, which are represented as blank, since it is assumed that the world is spherical. What word can we put on the blank to complete the sentence? Very good. It is degrees. Most maps usually draw these lines apart at a 15-degree interval. Lines which run horizontally from east to west are called blank. Answer. Yes, it's latitude. Hence, latitudes do not meet or intersect. The latitude which cuts the Earth in half is called the blank. Aha, you should know this. It is equator. This line divides the Earth into blank and blank hemispheres. There are two blanks in the statement. What are the words? It is northern and southern hemispheres. As a reference point, the equator is read as 0 latitude. The degree blank as it approaches the two poles, which are read as 90 degrees north latitude or 90 degrees south longitude. What word fits the statement? It is increases. The closer the latitude is to the equator, the blank the climate. Oh, what's the word? It is warmer. Very good. The closer it is to the poles, the blank. So, what's the answer? It is colder. Thus, it is clear that there is a relationship between the latitude of a place and the climate it experiences. As the saying goes, practice makes perfect. That's why, let's practice more. This time, you are going to locate the latitude of some areas in the Philippines using the points given below on the Philippine map. Let's do number 1. The province of Isabela is at 18 degrees north. Let's write our answer on the table. Continue doing the other points. Time is up. Let's check our answers. The universe is governed by natural laws and rules that needs to be followed. Planets move in specific directions around the sun. What do you think will happen if these planets do not follow their distant path? Then they could collide with one another, isn't it? So, if every one of us do not follow directions, rules, and instructions, the world could be in chaos. Remember, there is only one planet Earth where we could live. Billions of dollars were spent to make explorations on planet Mars to find out if it could support life. NASA of America successfully sent and landed a space rover named Perseverance on Mars. China also successfully sent and landed the rover named Zhurong. The United Arab Emirates was able to send its orbiter named Hope around the orbit of Mars. And Elon Musk, the owner of a SpaceX company, is making and testing rockets that can bring people to Mars. But up to this moment, there are no reports that Mars can be inhabited by people. This is the only planet we have. If we destroy it, it might be the end of humanity. Thus, it should all be directed in taking good care of our planet. Let's follow rules, directions, and instructions that were made so our world can run smoothly and become a better place. Moreover, so that we could preserve our Mother Earth. Because if we preserve Mother Earth, we preserve our life. Thank you very much for watching. May God bless and protect you always. Bye-bye.